New Zealand locomotives and railway rolling stock were for a long period fitted with side chains and hooks installed both sides of the chopper-style coupling. They were connected up for journeys throughout the steam era and early diesel days, but gradually fell out of use and became discarded as four-wheel wagons were replaced by bogie stock, then transitioning to an increasing use of knuckle couplers. 25 Thou wire, marginally thicker than 0.6 mm, is ideal for reproducing the girth of the real chain of 7/8 of an inch when modeling in 9 mm to 1 foot scale. A mandrel was formed for winding the wire to the shape of the chain links. This was cut to project at a slight angle to assist a later operation from 16-gauge sheet steel. The top and bottom edges were rounded over, and the thickness of the mandrel was reduced slightly to obtain the link's internal size correct for 9 mm scale. Brass wire was fully annealed to red heat, with care taken to avoid burning the wire. One end was clamped near the base of the mandrel. The other end was pulled tight for winding, using pliers at first, but a large clamp gripping the wire firmly later proved easier to handle. The wire should be kept fully taut when winding, and the coils tightly bunched alongside each other to avoid them growing in length, as if they were wound like an open coil spring. When done, a gentle squeeze of the sides in the vise will help improve the shape. The coil is split apart while still on the mandrel, using a piercing saw with a fine blade, taking care to centralize the cut. All is surprisingly easy to do thus far. However, assembling the chain links and joining them to hooks and anchor points does get very fiddly. Links can join up, much like a Chinese wire puzzle, where two cut ends slide over each other when mated at a 90-degree angle. The slight twist in the chain links, as formed, gets corrected, and the saw cut is closed up by using pliers. Links are arranged to have the saw cut end out of sight by hanging at the bottom. The hook is a casting, and the anchor points are milled from 1/8 diameter free machining stainless steel rod when clamped centrally in this square bar. At a later stage, before blackening or painting, the side chains may be soldered rigid to stop them becoming a tangled nuisance during play time.